Hello again and welcome to another Warhammer 40k Morty and Glory Arena Battle Report. In today's Clash of Titans, it will be Abbadon the Despoiler, ever chosen of Chaos, versus the Hive Commander himself, the Swarmlord.
The Swarmlord, yes.
Who will triumph, Xenos Abomination or Heretic Scum? Well, we're gonna have to find out in this fight to the death, and we've got our crowd of supporters. We've got the Chaos Marines cheering on their champion, and we've also got some Votan and Guardsmen looking on to see if the Swarmlord... My eyes! To be honest, I'm
just receding.
I'm thinning a bit. Once again, in the VIP box, announcing the battle report is going to be Strachan. He's like, I've been there, seen it, and killed both of these. Let me at him. But without further ado, let's dive into today's battle report. It's going to be the Alien Menace versus the Traitor Astartes. Now, before we start the fight, the referee must go over the ground rules. No touching of the hair or face. Of course. What is this, amateur hour? What we're actually going to say for the ground rules are that each faction will get their full rules. That means that Swarmlord will have hyper adaptations. Naturally, sir, upon sighting the enemy infantry, he will go for swarming instincts, giving him sustained hits against you. He'll also get... no, it won't matter, because he'll also get the... Shadow in the Warp. Could that make a difference? Would that stop you from doing a Dark Pact, potentially? Ooh, so he will get that. Naturally, Abbadon will get his Dark Pacts.
Yes. We will also just say that he's not going to take them all wins for it. Wow.
Oh, no, I think he's got to do it, man.
Really?
If he's in a tight spot and he has to risk calling upon the Dark Gods. No, when the going gets tough, that's when you really need to show your devotion to the Dark Gods, man. I'm saying he's got to do it.
He ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
He ain't gonna do it. It don't go down. It do go down.
It do go down, man.
So both sides will get their full rules and all of their advantages. Now, if you saw our Land Raider versus Hekaton Land Fortress, you'll know that what we also do is we're going to see how many Abbadons it takes to kill a Swarmlord and vice versa. And the defender, essentially the person that's trying to survive as long as possible in each case, will get to go first. So that is the ground rules.
We also have one more rule.
Go on.
Everybody fights.
Nobody quits.
Nobody quits.
If you don't do your job, I'll shoot you myself. So in this first round, Abbadon will be defending his title as the Ever-Chosen. He will be the defender. How many Swarmlords can he take on? Tom, have you got your dice?
I'm not bald. I have
a top knot.
I have a toupee.
It's like the hairdo from
I will be calling down the blessings of the dog.
Okay, so he's going for the blessing target. You make a Dark Pact.
Sustained hits. Oh,
Ooh.
he fails. He does get it, but...
D3 more wounds.
D3 more wounds.
Oh, he's such a failure.
He's so shit. So he's down to 6 wounds.
Taking a third of his wounds off in his own go.
My God. Right, now for the shooting attacks. We will do the shooting.
Yes, every character gets its full weight of attacks. Oh, of course, I'm assuming you go for 4 rerolls this time.
He is going for the full rerolls. Of course, he's going to get his Paragon of Heat.
You know what you could do, if you wanted to? We can rewind slightly. Don't worry if you've rolled these dice. You could go for Lord of the Traitor Legions, and that gives you the ability to re-roll leadership tests for your Dark Pact.
No,
you're not being wanky.
We die like men.
We die like men?
Die like men.
Yes.
I do get a sustained hit, so that adds 5 attacks. 5 hits.
So you go for lethal hits on this, do you?
No,
not because you'll be using
yes.
Dratney, won't you? Yeah.
So
Ignore me. Lambast me, viewers.
I do believe
You are wounding.
It'll be wounded on
6s.
6s, so no wounds there.
Oh my God.
Probably not even worth doing a bloody shooting set with him. We'll go with his...
It's worth me doing a shooting attack against you. My scream's very effective.
Now...
I'm toughness 10, you're toughness 5. He's so bad.
We'll do it a bit weird where we'll do shooting and then the melee.
Yes, it's naturally, sir. You get your full punch.
I'll get my full...
And then I get my full punch.
Draxian, calling upon the dark demon himself.
Okay.
Oh, that's 3 sustained hits.
Have you rolled enough dice? Have you rolled the right amount of dice there?
8. 4, 5.
It is 8. It is 8. It is 8. I thought it was 7. Lambast me. Keep lambasting. Keep those lambasty comments going. Roast me, daddy.
Now, 6s deal devastating wounds.
Yes, you want a lot of them.
So that is...
That's 6 damage.
6 mortal wounds.
And you're wounding me on...
This will be 3s.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So that is 6 wounds, sir.
Oh my god.
On your invulnerability.
Yes, it's going to be quite bad already. I need to make at least a few of these. No. Yes.
Oh, God.
No. So one Swarmlord has died already.
That's surprising, actually, to be fair. I thought it would take a bit more...
Yes.
Right.
So one Swarmlord is dead, but one more goes back in. There we are. Now, we'll give Abbadon the chance to go first again.
Yes.
But if it's just going to be Abbadon wailing on like an infinite wave of Swarmlords, eventually just degrading himself to death, then we'll adjust it slightly. Right. We are doing these very much off the cuff, just a few little tests, guys. So we are welcome to a lot of feedback and ways we can improve the process and the methodology. Yeah.
You're saying that he's still got his dark packs, or are we saying that
he's got to do it every time?
Call it!
He's got to do it every time. He has passed it this time.
There we go. So sustained hits again.
Okay, so you got your shooting attack.
Shooting attack. Shut up.
That's missed one. Hope you get to reroll it.
Okay, so
he has dropped one.
Dropped one, but one goes back in. There we go.
Yes.
So 4 hits, 6s. Oh, that is 1 wound right there.
And that's 3 damage. Oh no! What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm okay.
Sweet. Now for Dracula again. Blessing come to Dark Master.
Ooh, are we gonna reroll? You gonna
reroll?
No, okay. So
I do get 1 more goes back in.
2 to 2. There's a couple of 6s there.
Yes, but
oh, you're quick mathing it. Quick maths.
Quick maths. Quick maths. God, we're not simple in this establishment.
You are though.
Looking for 6s. Devastating wounds.
Oh.
Well, that is a lot of saves that you have to make.
Yes, it is indeed.
Now, each one of these is, I do believe it is
3 damage. Okay, so, no, no, yes,
9.
no, yes, yes, yes.
So he has
Glory.
He has 1 wound left.
That's all he needs.
That's all I need, baby.
Alright, so the Swarmlord will get its full suite of attacks back at you. Synaptic Pulsar. It's only 4.
Which is his psychic ranged attack.
But it auto hits. And my range attack doesn't wound on 6s, it wounds on 4s.
Because I'm toughness 5.
There you go.
Abbadon is apparently
a Terminator. Just a Terminator. So that was 2 wounds at minus 1.
How I'm going to see this going is Abbadon's going to die, then you're going to be the defender, and just go and just kill him a bunch of times because it's only T5. So was that 1?
Yeah. No, it's 2, sorry. It's 2. Ah, that is 2 damage, so he's down to 4.
Down to 4.
Okay, and then we've got the Swarmlord with the Swarmlord's attacks.
Swarmlord, do be
Now, the Swarmlord has 8 attacks with sustained hits thanks to the hyper adaptations. We did get a couple of misses, but we did get 3 6s, so there you go back in. +1.
Oh my god, Abbadon's looking a bit rough on the ground.
He has got a bit of a headache. Most of those wounds were self-induced. Oh, shit. Ooh, fortunately, I am twin-linked. But you know what? I discussed how many superstitions. I had a feeling these dice were going to roll badly. So we're going to take these ones out, which is 6, and we're going to re-roll with some different dice.
I had a feeling.
You know, I definitely feel like these dice that we've got, they're a bit... Some of them definitely roll well, and some of them definitely...
It's a bit like high and lows, isn't it? Yes.
There you go. Okay, so not as good as it should have been, but still a total of 7 wounds, sir. Now, these are of the big AP.
Yeah, so it'll be 4 up and vulnerable saves.
He is dead.
He is very dead.
He is dead. Okay, so
he's dead. So that is 2 for 1 so far.
Well, you killed 1 Swarmy.
Oh, yes.
And then 1 Swarmy killed you.
So it's almost like the last battle report where it's like a 1 for 1 at the minute.
Yes, well,
at the moment.
At the moment. I don't know.
It takes 1 Abbadon to kill 1 Swarmlord.
1 and change.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, will it be different for the Swarmlord? I think it will.
Well, we'll find out in round 2. Alrighty, hurro. Now it is time for the Swarmlord to be the defender. How many Abbadon despoilers does it take to destroy the Hive Commander of the Tyranids? Starting off, we have a synaptic pulse.
I'm not bald.
Oh my god, that's a lot of hits.
Why do you keep saying I'm bald?
If
I have a top knot. It's a hairstyle.
it's a man bun.
Some people like it.
Oh, that's all right. So 5 runes. So I don't mean to alarm you, Tom, but technically, if you fail all of these, he does die.
Now, is this AP -1?
Just one.
So fruits.
Just one. Just a little tickle.
Just little suck.
No.
Now, is that 2 damage, yes?
Yes. So he's got 7 left.
7.
Okay. We now have the Swarmlord's attacks. Now he hits with all but 1, but he doesn't get any sustained hits. Give him a bit of a blow some custard cream breath on them. I ate a lot of biscuits before. So that is only 3, but... Twin link. God, can we get some different dice? These are awful.
God.
So I got some more here. Look at this, I'm just rolling like dog shit. So that is 5 runes.
They have the blessings of the Dark Master.
You do have blessings of the Dark Master.
5 wounds, 4 ups.
Yes. He has died. He has died. So 1 Abbadon, without getting to strike, has died. Okay. Reset the clock.
It's a top. No, it's a tip. There it is. And he's back. He's teleported back down. Okay.
I've got another. Another Darth Sidious from the cloning vats. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna try again. I was all ready to be like, shut on the wall, bitch! Like you fail your dark path, but so it was only. Look at. You know what? I don't like those dice. They keep rolling 1s. Let's use these ones, Tom. Let's get our own brand awareness going. Some goddamn Mordian dice here. I will respect the roll that dice made though. So 4 auto hits. It's not looking much better. 1 wound.
1 wound. Shields up.
No, that's 2 damage again. And then we've got. This will be hilarious if my dice roll even worse now. Like totally hilarious. No, they did not. Buy these dice, guys. Your win rate will go up.
We pre-cook them before we send them.
Always. That's part of the service we provide.
It's that toughness 5 on Abbadon, man.
And it's also the fact that I'm rolling a lot of 1s and 2s, but fortunately, twin linked. Oh, baby!
That's what I mean. The T5 on Abbadon, I can see this going.
Yeah, but now you get to use the cooked Mordian dice.
He's dead?
He's dead. I think if we get to 3 Abbadons killed in a row, we might.
He goes back. He gets his little injection from the doctor.
Hang on, no, we have to be cool like the kids. So he gets his reboot card and he puts it into the Fortnite reboot van. Yeah, there we go. Fortnite, sponsor this channel. Don't look at the other videos.
He had a chug jug.
Chug blast.
Chug jug. And he's back in.
Chug blast. I actually, me and Mrs. Morning actually do like the occasional bit of Fortnite because we like to recapture our youth. And we've got good tactics. You should join us sometime. I do rage at her though. I have got bad gamer rage, but fortunately she also has terrible gamer rage. You should see us when we're playing Overcooked. It's like Gordon Ramsay.
See, I don't think you'd like me playing it because I love to just piss about. And I can imagine you getting very annoyed.
No.
No, but I go, Tom, build defences. I'm like,
oh no, we're little newbies. We don't play the building one. We just play the fighty one. Yeah. Anyway, let's try again. So,
Psychic Blast.
The Swarmlord, Psionic Blast, Synaptic Pulse. I keep getting the name wrong, which is why he keeps rolling badly for me.
Oh god.
Oh god. It's just 1 again.
Shields up. Oh god. Shields up. Failed it.
No. It's only AP 1.
Nice.
Okay.
He hasn't died yet.
He hasn't taken the screeching. He's like, can you shut that bug up, please?
He's actually polished his head, so it's reflected back at the thing.
Ooh, 1 out, but then sustained hits puts more in. I have to say, sustained hits is one of my more favourite mechanics of 10th. Bruh.
Bruh.
Bear in mind, the Swarmlord doesn't have like devastating wounds or anything. Sorry, not in the tray. Look, by tray, die by the tray. Oh dear.
How many is that? 8?
That is 9. Could go either way. You've only got 9 wounds. This is squiffy.
Shields up.
He's dead.
Oh.
He's very dead.
Now, before we carry on, obviously, he's died 3 times.
Yeah.
We've seen how many times it takes for him to kill someone, which is 1-1.
Fair, he did kill half of his own.
I can imagine this going on for quite some time.
Should we give the Abbadon the chance to strike?
I think Abbadon has had enough. He is dead, but he's going to go out with glory, sir!
What are you doing? What are you thinking?
I'm going to fucking strike you back. See if
So okay, I think let's give Abbadon a chance to kill a Swarmlord. We'll let him strike first. We've kind of, it's kind of obvious what's happening here. 3 times in a row, Swarmy.
It's that T5.
It's that T5, yeah. The thing is, what's interesting is both of these characters would definitely have leader things. But I think the Swarmlord benefits from leader more. Because he's like, I've got 13 euro against. Get fucked. Abbadon's just like...
Again, Abbadon, that toughness of 5, that's really just sticking with me. So I'll go with a Channel of Horrors first.
Black Lord's
obviously he's got his dark back because he's dead.
just have 1 full round and see if you can one-shot me.
Okay.
Like I've been one-shotting you.
Well, so do you want me to do dark back and stuff?
So, start again. Dark Pact.
Dark Pact. Dark Pact. Sustained
right,
hits.
so he's got sustained hits. Okay.
Yes. Talon of Horrors.
Now, Talon of Horrors. But he does get 4 rerolls.
Does he get 4 rerolls? Because of Paragon of Hatred.
Okay, no, you've
so
got
hits
3
3
hits.
times.
We're just giving Abbadon the chance to try and
win any times.
Doesn't win any times. Okay, so now Drachny. We're giving Abbadon a chance to try and one-shot a Swarmlord to earn a bit of glory
Drachny,
back.
the greatest demon that ever lived. Let's go. Demons! Okay.
Okay, that's looking
So
alright.
he misses 1, but he gets that back in and he also re-rolls that. So he actually gets another 2. There we go. It's a little bit weird, but...
As long as I wasn't actually concentrating then, so if you did a classic Tom and messed all the dice up, that's alright.
So he's got 10
yes.
hits.
I'm only teasing you. 10, yeah.
6. See, the devastating wounds
is nice.
Doesn't seem
as good as Twin Linked.
As good as Twin Linked.
Although, gone. 3 wounds off me. Yeah. So now I have to pass all these. Now I am going to use my dice for these. Yes. Right, so there's 7. Alright.
I'm going to use my dice because they're cooked.
Yes. So I have 7 wounds left. I have 4 wounds left. I have 1 wound left.
He's dead.
I would use a CP reroll at this point. He is dead. He is dead. But just out of curiosity, let's see. I am dead. There you go. Let's give Abbadon the absolute ultimate honor of even defeating the CP reroll. So
I think we've figured out that if Abbadon goes first, he can kill it.
He can.
However, if it's a 1-on-1 duel and the Swarmlord goes first, the Swarmlord just obliterates him, and it's due to that T5.
For me, it feels like, you know what? Let's wrap up with some final thoughts. Alrighty, ho, and we are into the final thoughts. Tom, take us away. Start us off.
Abbadon's good on a first strike, but he is bad because of toughness 5. That's his major. His weakness is 9 wounds and his T5. Whereas I'd expect him to be like maybe 12 wounds and T8 maybe.
T8.
T8, T9.
I mean, he should just have the same stats as the Swarmlord.
Yeah.
In many ways.
Yeah, and Swarmlord's toughness 10. I feel like he's such a big character, and he is the leader of the chaos.
I would be okay with that, and then bring his buffing down slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't have both.
No, I wouldn't have both. But even then, maybe it'd be worth sort of the current price of 420 points. Because he doesn't have the phase cap, so you'd be able to kill him in one round, essentially.
For me, I do accept, I know some people were saying, well, both of these characters would definitely have their bodyguards. And that could make a huge difference. It might be that if Abbadon, with his like a full 10-man brick of Terminators, baby, that's going to start getting spicy. And then, but then how many Tyrant Guard could you attach to Swarmlord? It could go either way. For me, how I felt it was like with the Swarmlord, it was just that. It was that tyrannid, just systematic efficiency, brutal efficiency. And it just felt like every single time it was almost guaranteed that the Swarmlord was going to deck Abbadon. Yeah. And with Abbadon,
it didn't feel like that.
It felt like, oh, it's really, he could do it. He might not do it though. You know, it felt very, very swingy. And I felt like Twin Linked was a lot more viable than Devastating Wounds.
It felt like you needed to rely on the
which I never thought I'd say.
And you needed to rely on Devastating Wounds. And basically you failing your saves to...
Yeah, when you didn't get any Devastating Wounds through, you just didn't kill him. Didn't kill the Swarmlord. And then when I just turned around, that's when I decked you. And I feel like, essentially, it does kind of feel maybe appropriate for Chaos, but Abbadon has to fish for those 6s. He has to call upon the favour of the Dark Gods to get it off. But the Swarmlord is just efficient because he hits on 2s and he has sustained hits, which means that even if you roll a 1, you're going to roll a 6. So he always basically hits with everything. And then when he rolls to wound, you guys saw how many 1s and 2s did I roll, and then I was getting a 50% wound ratio then when I should have been on a 66% wound ratio. But because I had Twin Linked, it's like, 4 rerolls to wound. So I think that the efficiency of the Swarmlord and the reliability of him makes him a stronger contender.
Yeah, I think New Abbadon is probably a third of what he is in
9th.
10th than he was in 9th.
Yeah.
I'd say that. He definitely feels like he is not the... again, we've said this in the last one, but when you see Abbadon on a table in 9th, you're like, oh my god, I've got to deal with that. Or I've got to avoid that, let's say.
He can take a flank on his own.
Yeah.
He can do it.
Whereas now in 10th, I'd be like, meh. He gives out a bit of rerolls, okay. And he can maybe take out some light infantry.
I think what kind of amazed me was we've used him in a few battle ports now. And again, it's going to be totally different in the full-scale games. But we've used him in a few battle ports now. And his reroll buffs are nice. But I think it's really going to matter what you pair it up with.
Yeah.
Him giving a bunch of rerolls to some Legionnaires doesn't really help. Him giving a bunch of rerolls to the Obliterators wasn't even that good.
If I could buff him in one single way, I think he'd be perfect if they said, okay, you reroll the full hits and you reroll, I don't know, 1s to wound, or you reroll wounds as well. Sort of like how if you gave reroll 1s to hit and rerolls 1s to wound, that's far better than full rerolls. Gives
you extra reliability, doesn't it? Yeah, across different steps.
For example, in Custodies, trading with reroll 1s to hit and 1s to wound, that's amazing. Like, obviously it's a different faction, and you're hitting and wounding on 2s most of the time. But I feel like that would be such a better buff for him to have rather than just reroll hits.
It's interesting because when Abbadon first came out in 9th, loads of people did I think like Total Tactics did everyone versus Abbadon. He was pretty unstoppable.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think for me, what's interesting is I feel like the Swarmlord has been properly updated for 10th. Yeah. They have gone, well, we are taking out lots of rerolls, so what we're going to do is make this character lethal. And then what they've done with Abbadon is they've gone, oh, well, he's like a chapter master, right? So give him some rerolls, that's fine. And then you're like, wait a minute. This guy is the champion of chaos. Yeah. He should be decking other champions. I have to hold my hand up here, and I fully accept that people might lambast me in the comment section. And please correct me if I'm wrong, because I do like to learn different bits and bobs about Warhammer lore. But I feel like if you're the champion of chaos, you're not like Gilliman, where you're going to be like, oh yeah, the logistics. You're going to be like, I am getting into one-on-one duels. I am going to earn the Dark God's favour, because that's what chaos is all about. It's about individual power. And I know Abbadon's very good at getting the different legions to work together and trying to organise and plan and everything. But I feel like if you are, it's the thing that separates Marines from chaos. Marines think about tactics, and they think about trying to work together and steel rain, brother, and all this kind of stuff. Whereas when you're in a chaos warband, yeah, sometimes you band together into squads, but pretty much everyone's out for themselves because they all individually want to get Demon Hood.
For example, for me, it's a simple thing like Dracnian, right? You read the lore. He's a demon that the Emperor, I think it's either locked away or banished into a sword, gave to a custodian, said, you need to run because this guy can end the Imperium. And so the custodian was like, okay, boss. And then Abbadon turns up with it. it shouldn't be 3 damage. It should be D3 plus 3 damage. It should.
Let's give this guy a melee Hecaton Land Fortress gun.
But the thing is like, if you're gonna call it Draconian, make it feel like, I get it. Fit like a lot of the factions in the minute feel like they're playing like the lore, and it's great. I love it. And if you want to keep Abbadon to be fragile like he is now, T5, give him D3 plus 3 on Draconian. If he gets that first strike, you are dead. If he doesn't, then you can deal with him, because guess what? He's a Terminator dude with a bloody demon as a sword. Like, that would be a good compromise, but
because the Swarmlord is
disappointing that they've relegated Draconian to be, it's a 3 damage weapon. Oh great, so I'm like a
to be fair, it is one of the few
weapon from Gene Stealers.
To be fair, it is one of the weapons that can actually wound a Baneblade on 3s. It pretty much is wounding anything on 3s.
Yeah. I get that, but again, give him half the attacks and D3 plus 3.
I just feel like, I honestly feel, and this is sort of my last point I want to make, and it's kind of just building on what you're saying. I don't want us to end up repeating ourselves. I feel like the Swarmlord has got the toughness, and it's got the wounds, and it just feels like it fits in. It feels like it fits in 10th.
Yeah.
And I feel like Abbadon right now, he doesn't really fit in it. He gives out some rerolls, and that could be really good in big games, but he's not been given the durability boost. We're meant to be having big durability boosts in our big things, and he's not had like the damage output boost that other things have had. He's just he's not crossed the Rubicon Primaris. He's struggling to make it from 9th to 10th. But we could look back on this once the full Chaos rules are out, and we could be laughing at ourselves for thinking Abbadon's bad.
Yeah, like, obviously.
So that's my final thought. You take us out.
And stuff, but yeah, my final thoughts is just for what he was portrayed in 9th as, like, he is like the Empyrean's biggest threat. It's like you stick him on the tabletop and he's like,
I hope I don't get into combat with him.
Yeah.
What a wrong feeling to have.
Yeah, it's like, well, his sword is 3 damage. Oh, that's a Gene Stealer industrial weapon. Sweet. Even though it's like the first demon, the strongest demon that has been banished into a sword. It's like, it almost feels like if it should be like, it's 3 damage, but any damage that goes through, it's mortal wounds. You are going to take them. Like, that's it. Like,
I think GW is trying to move away from.
I do get that.
A lot of that, like ignoring invulns and stuff.
Power creep, but
yeah.
Again, it's like, if you're going to make this is one character in an army, make that character feel amazing. Like,
I think he needs a couple of pips of toughness, an extra wound, and maybe, as crazy as this sound, I actually would be okay with him losing devastating wounds on his weapons, but instead getting twin linked.
Yeah.
I think he needs reliability, and that might be something that a lot of Chaos players are like, no, we love the randomness, but from like an outside perspective, not being in like the Chaos bubble, I feel like he's a little too swingy right now.
And devastating wounds, again, what I said, mortal wounds, it's nice, but again, my last final point is Draconian, if you remove the devastating wounds, you're not actually losing much, because if they're going to take 3 mortal wounds from a devastating wound, they're probably going to take it anyway, because it's -4. Like, that's my sort of like shtick, unless they've got like a 3-up invulnerable or 4-up invulnerable save. It's like 50-50. But
that's a fair point. I would push back slightly, because and this is it. This is the final bit. We keep saying our final. It's it's like the red line. I think that when you weren't getting your devastating wounds through, he felt like he couldn't even kill a Swarmlord. He was actually super reliant on those devastating wounds.
I was saying what you were saying, which is give him twin linked instead.
Yeah, 100%. All right, bit of a furious debate around Abbadon there. Let us know what you think down in the comments section. We fully acknowledge that we're looking through a tiny keyhole at the moment, and when the full thing comes out of 10th edition, he may be a lot better. But right now, our first impressions are, like we said, we're not a fan of fail Abbadon. But let us know what you think down in the comments section below. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. And of course, if you want to support the channel, go the extra mile and help us do what we do here at Mordian Glory, then please consider becoming a channel member or Patreon supporter. And a big thank you to all of our current channel members and Patrons. You guys, honestly, are the lifeblood of the channel. Without you, we couldn't do what we do. So a massive thank you and an 07 down in the comment section, boys. Alright, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, and of course, as always, I'll see you guys next time.
Chaos!